Israel. We are live.
Sean.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? Well, let's tell the people what we're doing. We're gonna be drawing and
Let's introduce ourselves.
Batman v Superman. Okay,
we are gonna be discussing Batman v Superman.
Right. So first, you start.
What do you want to know?
Who are you, Sean?
I'm Sean. I'm an aspiring sketchist from Sydney, Australia. I'm told I might have an Australian accent, but not much of one. I like long walks on the beach, and playing video games, specifically RPGs. My favorite genre is fantasy, and I'm a huge fan of such TV shows as The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. And yeah, I draw sometimes.
Okay, that was pretty good. And you're single. Call him, ladies.
Yeah, my number is. What's your number again? And who is this guy? Who is this man here? Who's that?
I'm Batman.
You're Batman.
Yeah, also known as Izra. Online artist. All around a nice guy. Pretty good looking. That's what my mom says.
Yep.
And I've been drawing for about 10 years, I think. Oof. Been doing quite a long time, yeah. So I've been doing this for 10 years to varying degrees of success. Varying degrees.
And what you're missing from this picture is that you actually have a very rugged looking beard.
Yeah, well, I shave. It's fluctuating. It's my superpower. I can grow beards, no problem.
Fair enough. I have problems with that. So.
You're Asian, that's why. By the way, Sean is Asian.
Yeah, we should bring that up in every video.
Yeah, Sean is Asian and Australian and Filipino.
Multiple things, yes. So what are we doing today?
Sure. Okay, so what we're doing today is just work on a clever piece of Batman v Superman. Dibs on Batman.
That's alright. Superman is clearly the more superior of the two. I'm happy to take on that challenge.
Or the emo type, sure.
Yeah.
Alright, so Mopey Man.
Mopey Man
versus Anger.
Alright, shall we start with a thumbnail?
Problems Man. Yes, let's start hash it out. And while we do that, let's talk about the movie. So, Sean, I'm gonna pass it up to you. You loved it, right? Why did you love that horrible movie?
Look, man, that movie. I love all superhero movies. Like, I think we're living in we're very lucky to be living at the time that we're living now, because we're getting this influx of great movies. You know, I think your expectations are way too high.
Well, let's clarify it. What I thought of the movie, it was okay, because it's funny. When I went to see it, I was expecting the worst, and it turned out not to be the worst. It was okay.
It was okay.
And that okay thing, but that okay thing is the issue right now, because everybody. It was a concept, basically. It was the best idea ever. You know, you get Batman, you get Superman, you get Wonder Woman, all in one movie, and it doesn't turn out how you expected, basically, and that's the issue.
I think everyone's expectations were, everyone is. I think everyone is comparing them to Marvel movies a little too much.
No,
Marvel have spoiled us.
Well, sure. I mean, I can understand why, because they set the bar high, and that's the issue. You know, you can be different, and because they keep saying, "Oh, you gotta do the Marvel thing." No, you can do your own thing, but you gotta make a good movie out of it.
Yeah, well, I thought it was an okay movie.
And
I mean, it did have its
like
faults.
I said, and that's the thing. It's like every awesome bit of this movie gets counteracted by really horrible crap. Like horrible crap.
Alright, I want specific examples here.
Okay, let's
spoiler warning?
Is this spoiler warning? It's like, it's mortal. seriously, I mean, we can't get over that. That's like
That ending.
that decision. I mean, you know what? That whole argument to go in that direction, basically, like to just go in, and you know, no, to make the setup. I think the first thing that they did wrong is just to create the whole cinematic universe on this movie. Like they put the whole thing in there.
Yeah, I did feel like that they tried to cram a little too much into it. Especially
And that's the thing because
yeah,
yeah,
the Justice League scenes, like where you know they have the setups. They seemed a little forced.
yeah,
Like
oh
it's
yeah.
almost like right at the end, Zack Snyder was like, "Hey, you know what? We need to just cram in these scenes because that's what people want is more content."
I can actually pretend, well, I can actually assume that that wasn't Zack Snyder's fault. That was the studios telling him, you need to put the whole Justice League in here, and that's okay. And, well, they threw her in. That's what they have to do, right?
Yeah,
Like, really. So, like I said,
he
yeah,
he was under
there
a
was
lot of
no around
pressure.
that one.
Zack Snyder
I
was
can
under a lot of
understand that.
pressure.
But, like I said, that's one decision that I guess the studio made that, you cannot avoid. You basically have to do the best with what you're given, and that was the best result basically that I think. But everything else, like, you know what? Like, the decisions that he calls, like, you can actually tell, like, everything Superman related. All the decisions he makes about Superman are his calls, and you can tell that he gets shafted in this movie. Like, really, he's not a fan of Superman.
Or maybe
Like,
he just wanted to
really,
make like it's really hard to tell a Superman story though. Like,
is it? Have you read a good Superman story?
have I read a good Superman story recently?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, anywhere.
I've
The
sort of
last one
kept
you
up with the
remember.
New 52, but not uh, it's been a while since I've been
I'll give you
following the comic
I'll,
books.
I'll give you one example. One example. It's not a comic. It's the movie. It's World's Finest, the animated movie.
Is that the one with the Joker?
Yeah, that's and Lex Luthor when Batman goes to Metropolis.
Oh, and Lois Lane with Bruce Wayne. Yep.
Yeah, that's the one. See, that's a good story. I mean, it plays them off. It's a good setup. I thought they were gonna go that way, by the way.
It feels like it was maybe just a different tone to that one because the animated universe is a little bit different.
I know, but you know how you get the characters. That's the idea. You get the characters, and they kind of, and right there, they're fighting each other. We're not fighting per se, but they're against one another at first, and then they make friends.
They're antagonizing each other.
Exactly, and that worked really well in that movie. And you could grab that and make it even more difficult, more elaborate on this movie. You could have worked with that, but they went the Frank Miller route.
Yeah, I think the premise was a little bit optimistic.
And, well, actually, it kind of fell off, because the whole movie could have been about just the fight. Well, just the fight, man. It could have just been that, and it would work.
Uh, yeah, maybe I agree.
I mean, oh, see, okay, see, so there you go. I mean, this is a horrible movie, and the decisions he makes about Superman again, it's like, why do you have to do that? They killed Jimmy Olsen, right?
Where in the movie?
Yeah.
When?
See, that's the issue. Nobody knew who Jimmy Olsen was until they go and look at the credits and find out that he's the CIA guy, the reporter with Lois Lane.
Oh, that's Jimmy.
Yeah,
The
that's
guy.
Jimmy Olsen, and they kill him.
He had like
He
three.
only has what, 1 minute?
Yeah, and he
He
had
has
like
one line, or well,
yeah. He was just like, "Hey, I got this, Lois." Bang.
and let's see, that's one decision he made. And there's an interview about that where Zack Snyder's talking about, oh, we're gonna make something fun with Jimmy Olsen, and his idea of fun is killing him.
All right. All right. You're starting to
See, so
sway
it's
me
like,
here, but I mean, overall, it was still a really fun movie. Like, okay, it was a lot of faults, a lot of faults. But it was
Okay,
still a
let
fun
me.
movie. I mean, and there were a lot of good parts too. Like
Okay, tell me the good parts, John. Tell me your good parts.
Ben Affleck as Batman. Come on, man.
Yeah, I
Like
know. Okay, that's one.
you know what? And you know why I think that is? Everyone's expectations were really
Yeah.
low. Because everyone, when he first came out, like, and it was announced, hey guys, Batfleck, everyone was all, yeah, this is a terrible decision. What are you guys doing? Ben Affleck doesn't have the range for this, yada yada. Um,
I actually like that decision. By the way, I wasn't against Affleck.
no, neither was I. I mean, he's made a lot of questionable
I.
movies,
c- Yeah.
but he's got the range. He's definitely got the range.
Yeah, and he proved it. He's the best thing about this movie.
I kind of like Gal Gadot. Gadot.
Yeah, she's fine too. Although there wasn't much to her in this movie either. Oops.
No, I mean she was kind of crammed in as well, wasn't she?
Yeah, I mean everything. Like it feels like even Superman feels cramped in there.
This is a Superman movie.
No, really.
Wait, was this? So this is.
No,
Oh, we're not viewing it
no,
like a
no, it
Superman
isn't.
movie.
Well, everybody said, "Oh, this is the Man of Steel sequel," but come on, this is not a Man of Steel sequel because it focuses too much on Batman and everything else. And see, there's one good thing that I feel the movie does with Superman, and it just makes him a bit more human, or well, uh, makes it more relatable than in Man of Steel.
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, like I said, Superman, they make them more relatable than in Man of Steel. Like in Man of Steel, it was just like a guy doing stuff and go to this action, but it kind of never feel what he was going through, or like the character basically.
I actually felt like he was probably a lot more stoic in uh, this movie.
Well, yeah, I know he's well, but it feels like he has a more connection to. Again, maybe it's the relation with Lois, maybe his issues with Batman. I don't know, like tiny bit. It feels more. There's more character, I guess, in this one than in Man of Steel. That's the only thing I feel. It's still not better, but it's something.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's like there's small issues like that, basically.
All right. Well, what would you have liked to have seen? Like, fair enough. There's a lot of faults. How do you think they could have made it better or done it right?
Mm, I'm like doing it better, doing it better. Well, like I said, they just needed to make the movie the fight, basically, just working up to the fight. That's all they needed. They didn't need the Doomsday. They didn't need to kill Superman. They maybe they didn't even need the Wonder Woman. I mean, you can have her, but they don't need her.
So you just felt like the movie was too bloated.
But yeah, it's too much. Yeah, it's like fighting against itself with attention. Every character's fighting there, and the one that comes on top is it's Batman.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like this movie really, really pushed um, the audience into rooting for Batman.
and Batman is a killer.
Yeah, even though he was a psychotic, and I think he had a higher death toll than Speed Racer. Um, yeah, I
You know
think.
what's funny about yeah, Speed Racer.
Have you ever watched the intro to Speed Racer?
The animation? Yeah.
Yeah, he murders like at least 50 people.
Yeah, I know. It's a cartoon, but it's like, well, it's an accident. Oh, well, yeah, it's a drive. That's it's manslaughter, like he said. Like Zack Snyder said, it's manslaughter. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he says defending Batman. Oh, he doesn't kill him. It's more like manslaughter.
Wow.
Uh, you know, you know what's the funny thing is that if I know that Batman can kill or let people kill, I mean that's not a super big issue. Like like the guy with the grenade in the warehouse fight. You know, like how he kills
Yeah,
himself
yeah,
because he
yeah.
throws
Yep,
away the grenade.
yep.
That I can understand. But you know what? The other thing is they go out of their way to just make Batman the killer. In before he gets to the warehouse, he has his Gatling guns shoot at the cars and boom, blows them up.
And the fact that he dropped the car on a dude.
For all those little bits, like you can cut all those bits out of the movie, and Batman would look like a like the comic book Batman. But if you add them, you make him more like a serious killer. Like he carries real guns. Like
Yeah, he's got a
like even the
Gatling gun.
Frank Miller one. Like
Yeah.
even the Frank Miller one in the he has a tank in the comic and he uses I'm using rubber bullets and the Robin girl is like really yeah honest he's using rubber bullets in the actual Frank Miller comic, so even the Frank Miller comic is a better Batman than this Batman,
Well, all
like a
right.
more in character basically.
You're making it really hard for me to defend this film.
It's because I'm right and you know it,
I'm just saying it was a
and you
fun.
know that makes me sad too. It makes me sad too because it could have been better. Like a couple things it could have been better, real good.
Yeah, you had high expectations, but you didn't think much of Man of Steel,
I,
to be honest.
Yeah, and this is better than Man of Steel. I can agree to. This is better than Man of Steel because
Really?
of Batman.
Just because of
Oh
Batman?
yes, way better.
All right.
Just well, Batman and well, there's I don't know. I think yeah, but the only thing that keeps popping out at me is Batman. He's the good thing.
Fair enough. So you liked Batman. The
Yeah, I
movies.
mean Batman was good in this. Wonder Woman was good. And let's talk. Did you like Lex Luthor?
No, I felt that he was a bit. I didn't like the twitches and stuff that he was doing. Like he was too eccentric.
He was playing the Joker.
Yeah, I think they gave him the wrong script. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know what decision. I don't see. That's one of those decisions that I will never understand. Like they told me, go, yeah, go do that. Yes, that works. That's Lex Luthor. I keep wondering if Zack Snyder actually reads the comics and he just doesn't look at the pictures and go, yeah, that looks good.
Well, he's more of a visual director, to be honest. So
Yes, that's true. He's not a storyteller for sure.
I wouldn't put it past him to have not read the comics.
Did you like? Did you see Sucker Punch?
I sat through the majority of it. I can't remember exactly how it ended, if it ended.
The that's my worst movie I ever seen in theaters
Oh, really?
for sure. Yes. You know why? Because I was hype up for that movie. I really wanted the trailers were cool. It had it had every element I think I could need to love that movie. Like hot girls, like action, samurai, a bunch of stuff, all that crazy stuff, and I was bored out of my mind.
Uh, yeah, I can understand why.
Like I said, it was so fucking weird. I mean, it was action, and I was looking at my watch and like going like, "Fuck, is it over yet?" Jesus, I mean, wow.
Yeah, it was a high
So,
concept kind of story. It's just it was executed poorly, I guess.
and yes, that's true. And I do recall that that's the moment I realized that these girls are not sexy to me because they have no character. That's what I need to be sexy. Like for me, you can't have a sexy girl dress all like that and just be sexy. It's like no, it needs a character. It needs to be a person.
You need emotional connection.
Well, it needs some sort of connection. I don't want robots. They're like blow up dolls basically.
Alrighty. I
I
mean,
mean
what else?
seriously, I was looking at and
What
yeah.
was what was that movie that I said that I really liked that he did? It also had Henry
Which one?
Cavill in it.
What? Man of Steel?
No, well, yeah, I liked Man of Steel. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he didn't. He didn't direct the Immortals.
Oh, Immortals. He didn't. Okay. Well, maybe that's
No,
what.
he didn't.
Yeah, okay,
You did.
that's why I
But he
like.
was. They were really copying. Yeah, they were really copying the 300 style in that movie.
Yeah, they
I
did. I
mean,
think they were riding off the coattails, but I like that story.
yeah, the movie is okay. I mean, that's bitter cheese. Like if you, that's good cheese for me. That movie, The Immortals, it's good cheese.
It's a good cheese. And there you have it.
Yeah, like or ham. Like this the Man of Steel is like that sour, dried up cheese that it's not fun to eat. Batman v Superman would be I can identify a better cheese, but it's a less dry cheese. It has a little spice in it.
Yeah, this analogy's out of control.
It works. I mean, now I'm hungry.
Yeah, I kind of just want cheese now.
Yeah, well, see, and that's my favorite cheese, like nacho cheese, like those machete movies.
Um,
That's pure nacho cheese.
okay? So basically, what I'm hearing from you is if a movie's going to be over the top, it needs to know that it's over the top.
Well, it needs to know, and it knows, kind of be self-aware or know enough that it's fun. I mean, it doesn't have to be like horrible to be good movie or well, you know, like, Okay, let's compare it to the other DC movies, the Nolan movies. The Dark Knight.
I thought you were going to say Green Lantern for a
That's
second.
also yeah, no, I don't know if I saw that movie. I think I saw that movie, but I don't know if it exists in my mind anymore. No, what I'm saying is compared to the Dark Knight movies, they're all serious dark movies too, but they have a sense of fun, a bit of humor, even though they're dark movies.
I guess. But is that all people are looking
And
for in movies? Is the humor? Like, are we only looking
no,
for the quippy one-liners that you get from Marvel movies?
no, it's not the one-liners. It's just entertainment. I mean, you have to be entertained, and your story has to make sense. That's what makes it entertaining. And I'll give you one thing. This movie, Batman vs Superman, a lot of people like it, but I'm finding out why they like it because they like parts of it. They really like parts of it, and a lot of people really like the Marta thing, and a lot of people said they were crying on that thing.
Crying of laughter.
Well, no, yeah, no, but they're crying emotional. Like I
Oh,
can relate to
really?
that. Like my mom is. No, really. There was a video or a review or somebody who said that he really felt that one. And you know what? I can understand that because I know where they were going for when they show the Batman parents dying at the beginning.
Yeah.
I knew they were gonna play that up somehow, like or Batman's reason or fighting him or something. I just didn't know the name was gonna come into play. But okay, I understand the emotional element there. It was just the whole fight just was set up so flimsy that it didn't work, man. It like you know what's funny? Like let me give you a plot hole here. You know how Lex Luthor gets Lois and then throws her off the building,
Yeah.
and Superman just suddenly shows up and oh I got you, don't worry. Where was he when his mom was being captured?
Well, it was Metropolis, right? Maybe
Yeah, but
he's.
Superman was in the mountains, remember? He was in the mountains. He was all emo and stuff over there.
Oh yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah, I pay attention, Sean. I pay attention.
Well, maybe that was Zack Snyder's thing. Was that he's trying to distract everyone else, and it worked. I didn't notice.
Well, maybe that's what a lot of people like it. I mean, maybe this is gonna have the Phantom Menace effect, where people actually love it at first, and then no, it really sucked.
Hey, I still like Phantom Menace. Am I the only one that likes
Well, okay, so
really
what?
that really likes bad movies? Like, is that my thing?
Well, I can say I don't know. I think I watched Phantom Menace over Man of Steel, for sure.
Hmm. I don't know. I'm juggling. I'm tossing up between Jar Jar Binks here and Lex Luthor, which
So
is
which, well, you know what?
which is a greater evil.
No, no, but I said Man of Steel, not Batman v Superman,
Oh right. Uh, no, I would definitely watch Man of Steel again. But
and that's
yeah,
why you are wrong.
he's a nail. You gotta pick on Man of Steel so much.
Man of Steel is so dull, man. That's one horrible way to fuck up a good character. Let me get to another point I hate about this thing. It's the Jesus analogies, the Jesus imagery. It's over the top, man. You know, it wasn't Man of Steel. Remember Man of Steel?
Yeah, he was always like this, pretty much. Every pose was
Yeah, but
this.
fuck. But you know how horrible? Yeah, that pose. But you know how he goes to the church and there's this framing, man. There's two frames on that horrible. That made me roll my eyes so hard, man. Because Superman's here in one frame, and there's a Jesus cross or something. No, there's a Jesus, what's it called? Window color thingy on the back.
Yeah, the
And then there's
stained glass window.
the stained glass window, and there's on the other frame there's the priest, and there's a cross on that side. I mean, they keep cutting between these two frames, and it's like, yes, I get it, move on. It's like, oh my god.
He's the
It's
savior.
like, and no, that's the priest.
Oh,
That's the priest. Superman's here, and yes,
there was a
but
lot
it's
of
like, oh
analogies
man,
to him being
how
a divine being. Even like Lex Luthor kept pointing it out.
I know, but they see, that's okay. I can see that, but they don't have to point it out like so obviously, like on the when he dies, they bring him down, and there's crosses in the background. There's crosses in the background. It's like, oh, I mean, it's like I know, I get it, because Jesus, for fuck's sakes. I mean, seriously, it's like it's too goddamn on the nose. Like, you don't need that. Like, there's a couple crosses, and Superman's like all dead here, being pulled down from the cross. Wonder Woman's getting down, and Batman is like, oh yeah, he died for our sins, whatever.
I failed him in life.
It's like, oh yeah, I feel him in life. He's my best buddy now.
Cause Martha.
Because her mom is the same as mine. Although, you know what? That's the only time I laugh at the movie. The the cape joke.
Oh yeah,
The mom, Martha Kent, saying, I'm a friend of your son. Yeah, I know the cape.
but were you laughing because it was a legitimately funny joke?
No, it was really like, funny joke, yeah. But that's the only joke. The only time I laugh at the movie is like, goddamn.
Fair enough. All right, so there you have it. Israel loved Batman vs Superman, and will go watch it again many times.
Well, okay, let me clarify. I'll be watch it again, just the Batman parts. I'm gonna buy it probably. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
are you
edit
gonna get
all
the
just the
R-rated Blu-ray?
Batman, Wonder Woman. You know, they're gonna make Batman more of a killer now.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what this R-rated Blu-ray version is. Is it just he murders people openly in front of the cops?
You know, maybe there's one little detail there because I'll give Zack Snyder props. He knows how to stage a shot, and he knows how to keep nipples hidden.
Oh, you're talking about the
You know
buff?
Lois nipples?
Yeah, yeah. I know exactly
Those
where he's.
that was really well staged. You couldn't see anything. I mean, there was really well done.
It's the old Hollywood murky water trick.
No, but yeah, I know, but it was like almost you can almost go to see it and like, oh, okay, nothing.
He
Maybe
was
that's the R-rated version. You can actually see the nipples.
he was trying to keep you in the theaters.
Well, yeah, but I just all you needed was Batman. That was the Batman. That's why the Batman fight is almost at the end because it's like the best part. Like you know it's in the trailer, but I want to see it, and you see it in the fucking movie there theater, and damn, everybody was like, damn, it was a good fight.
It was a decent fight. Um,
What? It was the best fight of the movie, for sure.
what, Batman versus Superman? I don't know, man.
No, 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 the not the warehouse fight where he saves the Superman's mom.
Oh, the sequence, yes, that was
Yeah,
indeed
that one.
well choreographed.
I mean, yeah, that fucking worked, man. I really love that one. Like I said, there's good parts in this movie. There's just some horrible, horrible shit to go with it.
Yeah, okay.
You can't defend it, man. So yes, say it
I'm not
sucks.
gonna I'm not gonna continue contesting it. I mean, nothing I say is gonna change your mind. And it's all personal taste. And right now, you think that I'm the worst human being in the world for liking it.
No, you're the worst man. Well, the worst human being in the world for liking Man of Steel.
What's wrong with Man of Steel?
Dude, oh, I have a list.
We got time. Go rattle it off.
Okay. Jesus, man, it's like, you know, when we went to see that movie, I was so hype, really hyped for that movie. And when I came out of that movie, I didn't know what to think. I was like, was it good? Was it bad? And that's just not a good sign, man. And then I realized all the issues that the movie had and why I didn't like it. And again, the main issue is Superman. It's like not there. There's no character.
I mean, he didn't portray. I don't know. Maybe.
The thing is, this. I'm gonna again compare it because it's the same structure as Batman Begins. It's the same movie. If you notice, you know how they go back and forth between the flashbacks.
Yes. Yep.
It's the same thing in Man of Steel that in Batman Begins, where they go back to the beginning and they go a little flashbacks and go back and forth, and that thing. So the difference is what they do with Batman Begins is that they keep it linear, keep it going. They have flashbacks, but they keep going forward between like the very beginning of the Superman. No, I mean Batman. You get all the Bruce Wayne, how he trains and he gets to Gotham. And what they do in Man of Steel is kind of like jump forward and then bits by bits go back and tell the story of how he was as a kid.
Mm.
Remember that? Okay, so you get a sense of, oh, okay, so this is Superman as a kid growing up. But the funny thing is, you don't get much emotion to come through on the current day Superman, like Henry Cavill as an adult. You don't get that much of those effects on him. So it feels like a fractured plot, like oh no, like a fractured character.
Yeah, you're jumping in. You didn't get to know him like you did with Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and basically, yeah, exactly. And when you keep it linear, you know the process, and when you go back and forth, it feels disjointed, basically.
Fair enough.
And that's one issue with that. The second issue is, you know what? The whole Petropolis thing, the destruction. I didn't mind the destruction. I mean, to this day, destroying the city, right? That's not the issue. The issue is that that kind of destruction didn't need to be in that movie because once you use that, every other movie, there's no bigger impact than that, basically. Like there's not a better climax, basically.
The stakes are already insanely high. You can never get them back.
Yeah, and this is another mistake that the Batman v Superman does. By killing Superman, if there's another Superman movie, what are the stakes? He's already dead. He already died. He's coming back to life. So what's the difference? See my point?
Yeah, that bit where you know that he's coming back to life is just so. I think that was one of the things I was really disappointed with. It was just super cheesy.
Oh yeah, because you saw the dirt rise and like, oh, okay, he's not dead.
Yeah, just straight
They
away.
couldn't even they couldn't even commit to that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they were like, no, we gotta give him hope. He's not dead. Actually, I think a kid in the theater was like, oh, but he's not dead. So what's the point of killing him? Something like that. That's what he said on the theater. I mean, a kid know the plot holes already. I think it was 10-year-olds or 9-year-olds, something somewhere like that. It's like, but he's not dead, so why kill him?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna agree 100% with you on that one. And the kid.
My logic is infallible.
Fairly. Uh.
So I should, like I said, it's you know another thing. Let's see, let's put it away. If you know how to fix a movie, example Batman v Superman, it's so easy to fix, man. It's like that's why it pains me. Like it was almost a great movie, but it's okay.
Fair enough.
And 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 just needed a couple. You know what? You know what could have been good if they. Oh, you know what else? You know how there's only one time that Superman meets Batman before they fight? You know when they crash into the car?
Yeah, and then he warns him. He's like, "The bat is over," or whatever it was.
Yeah. No, the Bat's dead. Bury it.
Yeah, that
Some
one.
people just lie, don't go to it. Consider this mercy. And like, well, fuck, man, you wanna kill me, man? That's Superman?
Yeah, what's the consequences? What would he do? Although
Well,
I'm pretty sure
that's the thing is,
when he punched that dude through the wall at the beginning, I'm pretty sure he killed him.
oh yeah, that's he's super dead.
There's no coming back from that one.
Is well, either that or he's paralyzed. Either way, he's not living the right way. But you know that's the hilarious thing about this movie that all those mole they set up a bunch of stuff like the Jimmy Olsen stuff to set up a bunch of crazy stuff like the future. Like, oh man, I keep thinking about it all and it just doesn't make sense, man. It was too much work for the payoff. Like for example, what was Wonder Woman doing with Lex on the Lex party?
Uh, I guess we'll find out in Wonder Woman, the standalone movie.
Oh man, when you need when you need like a DLC or supplement to make your movie
Like you
understandable,
called it a DLC.
it's, well, yeah, I keep thinking in game terms, but yeah, when it feels like no, it feels too much. It fails. It's fail. It's a fail, man. It's a fail. When you if you have a story like that, you gotta.
All right,
They should have just done World Finest, man. World Finest. The cartoon is so awesome.
just remake it.
Yeah, well, just remake it or adapt it just a little bit. Like there's enough. You can make like you can have this same Batman here, like the horrible old Batman, murderous killer, and working in that scenario. But you know because oh yeah, there was a point where in the cartoon, Superman uses his X-ray vision and looks at Batman, and he like, oh, it's Bruce Wayne, and Batman goes like, hey, you pig, that's not fair.
Yeah, is that so? Is
And
that what happened in the movie? I wasn't too sure about like how Clark automatically knew it was Bruce. Was it because he was hearing Alfred?
I I think that was yeah, I think it's the hearing. That was it. But that's the thing I was thinking. Why didn't he use his X-ray when he saw Batman and okay, he's Bruce Wayne, right?
Yeah,
Because this was all set up in the cartoon like he does that and then Superman goes back to his house or his penthouse and then he notices a tracker and he sees Batman off the window
yeah, I
and he
remember.
notices, haha. Yeah, that was a touche.
Yes, I do.
Those little bits were really cool because now they know who they are and I know they're gonna fight or something like that. Well, maybe you gotta fix stuff, but that played way better. I mean, those guys, Paul Dini and Bruce Timm, yeah, those guys know how to tell a story.
Yeah. Is Bruce Timm still making stuff? I think he made. Man, so I really really love the DC animated universe.
Yeah, no, it's like I don't think they have done anything else. Or
I think Bruce Timm
oh,
he did the one where Batman was a vampire. I can't remember what that
oh
was.
well, yeah, that was Paul Dini.
Oh, was it?
Or was it Bruce Timm? Yeah, that's
That kind of
well,
looked
either
like
one of those.
Tim style.
Oh yeah, but I mean the writer or usually let me I can Google it. But that movie was awesome, man. That was a good story.
I haven't seen it yet. I've been actually watching the New 52 adaptations that they're doing. So Justice League War.
Eh,
Yeah, I know you don't like
uh,
the New 52 either.
yeah, it's like see, and I think they're trying to adapt those stuff to the big screen. And again, a lot of people don't follow that stuff, so there's a disconnection between a lot of fanboys and that thing.
So you didn't like Wonder Woman and Superman getting together?
Well, no, I don't like that what you call character redesign is just adding pants to the Wonder Woman. Pants, pants to be darkened. Directed by Sam Liu. Produced. Uh,
Character design.
Bruce Timm, yeah.
Yeah.
A story by Bruce Timm, yeah, and Ellen Burnett. Like I said, that guy knows his stuff. That guy knows his superheroes.
He does. He knows how to tell a
You know,
compelling story.
but you know what? That fucking he doesn't need to know the story heroes. He just needs to know how to tell a story like Christopher Nolan.
True.
I mean, seriously. I mean, well, I mean, he doesn't need to be the biggest superhero fan, but he knew how to tell the story and did it well. With his brother, by the way.
Who?
And I think that's
Nolan.
what's his name? Yeah, Nolan, but it's something Nolan. His brother, like he was working with Goyer, which wrote Man of Steel, but you can tell how he worked with how he needed some editor basically to work. Like he had the idea, and oh, okay, his brother, the Nolans, just wrote it and made it work.
Alrighty. Okay, so we've got a few sketches here.
Yeah,
Where are we going with this? What are we trying to
I
convey
don't know.
here?
What were you doing in the last one? What are you doing here?
I don't know. I figured he'd be like, I can turn his head, make the eye raise. He's gone for the kill, as Superman is wont to do sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man, he's going for the kill, man. Jesus. No, but what you need here is like you don't need buildings. You need broken down buildings, man. Like everything destroyed, like rubble.
Between these two,
Remember this?
Batman isn't
Well, no, in
Zod.
your background here, you need your background. I mean, remember Superman destroys everything.
Batman ain't no Zod though. Like I don't think this guy could destroy stuff.
Oh my god. Oh, I keep. Oh, okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm painting white. I'm painting white here.
I was wondering about
Oh,
that.
that's why. Yeah, I thought it was painting with transparency, but no, I'm painting white. No wonder. Can I paint with
Drawpile,
transparency?
it's a new tool where we're getting used to it. Sorry, what?
Yeah, drop. Just wondering if there's opacity, like you can switch it out
Uh, opacity. Well,
to paint trans.
I'm just using the eraser. Are you not using the eraser?
Well, yeah, but it's just the way I work. It's much easier just to
Paint with white.
flip. Yeah, well, I don't paint with white with Psi. I use the transparency, so I paint color and then transparency.
Gotcha.
So it's the same thing like looking at white, but yeah, I'm painting with actual white here. I didn't notice, but it's okay. It's okay. It's a sketch. The thing is, well, why don't we make just a couple of scenes from Batman v Superman?
Pew
Like I
pew.
said, we're making like a fight there. Oh, like
And he never once used his eye beams on Batman. That would have been instant death.
I know, but like I said, look, you know that's the other contrived issue with the fight. He was being forced to fight Batman, you know,
Mm.
because they got your mom, so that also made the fight suck. Because okay, I know Batman's not really Superman's not really fighting him. So it's like, what a jib.
Alright, so let's make a decision here so we can flesh this out. I'm actually kind of liking this one, but what are we doing here?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he's pushing Superman or the Batman through
Oh,
the blocks, cinder blocks. Maybe like
you want to do the push thing?
sure, would it work? So I don't know. Maybe he's trying to shoot Superman with his gun, with kryptonite gun.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that
He's
scene
trying
where
to.
where he's like, "I understand," and then Superman just pushes him through like a building or something.
He says, I understand. I don't think he said anything there. He just pushes him, which is weird because like
No, it
he could
wasn't
have
like
said,
you don't
"I got my
understand.
mom." I know.
He says something like you don't
I got my
understand, and
mom.
he's like, "I understand." I don't know. It's Hadouken.
You know, if there's one simple way to fix that fight, or well, the reason for that fight. You know, make it so that Batman is the vigilante, he's the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Lex Luthor can. The whole plot with Lex Luthor just was so convoluted. It really makes no sense.
About why he was being a douche.
No, about the whole thing, he sent those guys to capture Lois in the desert, to set up Batman, then to make this wheelchair guy go make the explosion in the trial scene, and to make Superman look bad. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff he knew. I mean, he knew that Batman was Bruce Wayne. He knew that Clark was Superman, and how? How you know that? See that?
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to defend
I think
Luthor.
that.
I'm not going to defend Luthor at all.
Well, I think he knew because he went into the spaceship. I think the spaceship told him everything about Superman. Yeah, I think I knew that's why he found his mom.
Ah.
So yeah, that makes sense in that sense. But the whole plan, I mean, what was his motivation? He had daddy issues. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, this is true. The whole thing is about my daddy
And
made this room and I didn't touch it. And
you know what's funny now? Warner Brothers is, like defending, no, is going saying that he's not real Lex Luthor. He's the Lex Luthor Junior.
Alexander Luthor.
Yeah, like
They're trying to retcon within.
basically. So they're basically, yeah, they're trying to save face because they they knew they didn't like him, and it's like, okay, he's not playing well with the audience. We're gonna say he's not the real Luthor. Yeah, that's gonna save us.
Just retcon it now,
Just a
guys.
tiny
Retcon it
bit.
now.
Yeah, man. They're reshooting scenes for the Suicide Squad. I mean,
Yeah, to make it a
like,
lighter tone.
I guess they got the point. Like, oh my god, this movie needs more comedy.
It's got Jared Leto. It's
It's like,
hilarious. The Joker.
well, I know, yeah, I know, but I feel like that's gonna be a better movie just because Zack Snyder's not directing it.
We'll see.
That's kind of like, well, it has a better chance of being good because of the characters. And in the trailer, you can see those characters. Like, if you see the trailer for Batman v Superman, you basically get what you see,
Mm,
plus
they gave
two
away a
hours.
lot.
Oh yeah, yeah, they gave away the Doomsday thing, and if you didn't go that way, if I didn't see that trailer, I would have been surprised by Doomsday. It really would.
Mm,
I didn't expect Doomsday.
it would have been a big reveal. Because, like, even They leading up to the movie, they had Michael Shannon doing some interviews, the guy who played Zod, and they're like, "Oh, are you
Yeah.
in Batman versus Superman?" He's like, "No, I'm not. He's like, "I am, but I'm not playing Zod. I've got a pair of flippers or something like that." He said something really, really ambiguous, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's
Hmm.
Doomsday in the movie." And then all of a sudden, they're like, "Here's a trailer with Doomsday."
Oh yeah, and I do remember the leak, or what, there was a plot description that got leaked,
Yep,
and they talk about Doomsday, and I was thinking it was fake because there's no way they were doing Doomsday, and I guess I was wrong.
we were all
And
misled.
like, god damn it. Oh, another part, this made me laugh, but not, it wasn't a joke. It was every time that they would say, "Oh, don't worry, everything is it's vacant. There's no people in this city."
Yeah, they've gone home. They've
It's
gone home.
after 5. There's nobody working.
Yeah, they've gone home.
Oh.
No, because nobody works back.
Yeah,
Re-
it's okay to shed everything to.
Real world scenario.
Oh my.
Nobody stays back at work.
Yeah, yeah, there's two guys fighting. There's nobody gonna show up. Yeah, it's empty.
There's no
Oh
other
my God.
businesses around.
Yeah, man. There's no hospitals and stuff. Yeah, man. Everything's empty. Go destroy it, man. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
there's no late night kebab shops. What are you talking about?
And then they land on what, Rikers Island, and it's empty there. No, no problem. Let's go bullshit up. Do you know that's one of those parts when I know they got the criticism for Man of Steel, and they took it the wrong way.
I think a lot of this
Because
was
really,
a lot of the movie, like a lot of this, the reactionary stuff after the movie is just DC not listening.
yeah, listen to the wrong stuff, man. Like really, they could have fixed some. Man, you see, I feel sad because there was a good movie here somewhere. It was a good idea, man. It's just they had to get Zack Snyder.
It's high concept, high concept, poor
High
execution.
concept. High concept. It's high concept. Yeah, I'm a fan of the comics. No, you don't. You didn't read the comics, you asshole. I can tell. He looked at the pictures and he went like, "Oh yeah, I like that. Let's do that."
Indeed. All right, let's get back to this drawing. We're gonna go with this one, or do you want to flesh out?
Well,
This
is
one's
it
this
this,
one.
or we can make another one? This one's, I don't know. That was random. I don't know what we're doing, but
This is
we're
the
doing a
this is the
confrontation,
warm
or we
up
can make
drawing.
it.
This is
Right.
they're both very stiff. Like this is animated Batman,
I know.
and this is
I
1940s
know.
animated Superman.
The racist one.
Yeah, the really racist animated Superman. That's that.
Yeah.
That's what we were channeling
Okay.
cartoons. Very good. I mean,
Okay. We're getting darker. We're getting to Batman v Superman.
yeah. Let's push it. Make it grittier. All right. I'm just gonna turn
Let's make it
Superman's.
Zack Snyder.
So I'll just turn Superman's
Okay.
suit black then. Just
Yeah, we gotta go one more step darker, man. We gotta go more killer. We gotta make it more road rage stuff. Like we can even let me see, what action line can we do here? Like I know, okay,
I'll make
what
his
we're
suit
missing is
black,
an
and
action line here. Like
give him his mullet.
well, Night is Superman.
Just get rid of his cape. This
Okay.
is this is after Dark. This is after Batman v Superman. He comes back to life after being killed by Doomsday.
Oh man. Oh, imagine if they do bring him with a mullet.
And the
I'll
black
watch
suit.
that.
I
I'll watch
would.
that movie,
Yeah.
and
I mean,
I'll watch that.
who doesn't want
Mullet Superman.
MacGyver Superman?
Yeah. So, okay, I know. Okay, this one, it's okay. Like Batman v Superman. We gotta do better than this.
I don't like this hand position.
We gotta do an action line like this. Maybe let me do a small gesture drawing here, like being pushed. Batman being pushed right here, and Superman pushing right here. somewhere like this, something like that.
But not side on, right? Like
So
you
like
can we
yeah,
do it so
okay,
that
like the same
Batman's getting
idea,
pushed maybe
right?
towards the audience?
Okay, so kind of like yeah, okay, I see like something like this direction,
Yeah.
right? All
So
right, so
we
I
have
can let me frame it.
Superman in the background here somewhere. I don't know.
Well, kind of like this. Actually, we can actually crop this. Let me see this. We can crop this drawing like this. Just put Superman somewhere in here, pushing, getting closer.
You want him more of an angle as if he's not just hovering towards him? I
Well,
s
yeah, because he looks static. You know that this is static. He's just floating around like he's looking at like this.
yeah, I'm assuming we want some movement in Superman.
Yeah, we don't want me all mopey.
So, okay. Do we want to get rid?
I'm gonna delete this.
Yeah, let's clear
Maybe I don't need to delete
let's clear everything.
delete all.
Yeah, I'm gonna clear my layer.
Delete.
We're gonna
Unclear.
work with this concept. We're gonna go with the push concept.
Then why we delete it, man? Jesus.
No, because we were gonna. I don't know.
Okay,
Because
let's
we
go.
make poor
Okay,
decisions.
let me. Well, okay. Let me
Oh,
see.
okay, you draw.
This
Yeah, you
is
draw your Batman
bad.
because he's in the foreground, or he'll be more
Let
in
me
the
see.
foreground.
Let me see. I'm gonna put the arm like this, like going like this.
You're having him
Like I
side
said,
side on
Superman's going over here.
up here.
Oh wait, he's going towards the audience. Yeah. Okay. Let me.
I mean, if you feel like it'd look better sideways, I'm happy to go with that.
Well, it's just I don't. Doesn't matter how much, or doesn't matter how much we show up. If we can frame it like real close, like a real close-up shot here, and tighten it up, like boom. You know,
All right.
save us some time.
Oh, okay, yeah, you want
Or
something
when,
really tight.
well, yeah, it doesn't have to be the whole scene. It just be them. You get the idea across, basically.
All right. Well then, I guess I'll do soups like this.
Oh yeah, and also when we're talking about Batman v Superman, you know the fight in the dream sequence, the desert fight.
Oh man, don't talk to me about that.
Why?
That's probably the part I actually did not like. Like
I know.
unnecessary.
Everybody told me that. Everybody didn't like that. I mean, my friend was like, "Oh, you know," in comparing it to the warehouse fight, I mean, it's like who directed this? Somebody else stepped in and really.
Not just even the action. Like it just doesn't fit anywhere.
Well, yeah, but yeah, besides that, the action was like super sloppy directed. Maybe that's a reshoot or something.
I feel like there's a lot of things they tacked on right at the end.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprised me, man. And like, and none of it works. Well, works well with the others. What if you put his arm here, like right here,
Like on his chest.
like get in here, like say somewhere, yeah, like close to his chest, like he's going there, and Superman like trying to evade it,
What's this? A gun?
trying to grab it, basically. No, well, no, I'm doing the other arm here, but I don't know how. Like he's trying to defend or block the arm, but Superman's going like and grabbing him.
Oh, what if he like grabs his? Where does his cape come from? Sorry, I moved.
Cape from the back.
I mean Batman's cape.
Yeah, what? It's on the back, but you can put it here if you want to.
Like, what if Superman just grabbed it?
Yeah, that he has a belt. I remember he has a belt on the suit.
Oh, like the buckle thing,
Yeah,
bandolier.
exactly. Yeah, that works. That works. So,
Because then we can just have them like up here. Just maybe even tighter than that. Sorry, Superman's got massive biceps.
Well, he is Superman.
This
But
is.
he doesn't have a good brain, man.
I feel like I'm getting carried away with the details on a thumbnail.
Yeah, you might.
I have a
It's okay, but
tendency.
you got good detail.
I have a tendency
You
to
got
do
it. You got the speed.
super speed.
Well, you got the speed. They're like, I'm gonna get you this kryptonite grenade, man. Keep breathing, ba. Keep breathing, sucker. Keep breathing.
Martha, Martha. Oh, okay.
That's. You know what's funny? If that got out and everybody's just saying Martha, it beats the Batman. Don't tell me. Don't ask me why. It just works. My mom is Martha. Oh my god.
Everybody's mom is Martha.
Oh wait, how about? Okay, let me see this. I can. I got an idea. I can put his arm in his face or close to his face, like going. Trying to go here.
And then laser eyes.
Oh wait, maybe better. I can just put the arm there. Like, get the arm. Try to put it in there. Trying to block his lasers. His lasers with his arm.
Good luck.
I don't need luck on Batman. I got prep time. Prep time.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I liked is that they incorporated that. Like it was a very thought out fight for Batman anyway.
Yeah.
He had time to
Yeah.
install like sentries and
Well,
figure
they
out.
basically just take the fight from the Dark Knight, the comic. It's the same thing with the sonic waves and I think the machine guns too.
Figure out where he was gonna land. Know
Okay.
exactly where the fight was gonna end.
Okay, so there's one plot hole right
His arm
there.
is whacked.
How did they coordinate, like Lex Luthor and Batman coordinate when the fight night was gonna be?
Lex Luthor's a great psychologist. He understood exactly when Bruce Wayne was gonna snap. He just knew.
Oh my. It's just new, man. Man, that movie, man. That movie, man. That movie, man.
Do we want anything in the background?
Yeah. I'm gonna put a cross. It's
Alright.
gonna be symbolism. So subtle.
Like so we could have a church, right?
Oh, no, let's have Jesus in the background, like saying, "Yeah, you can do it, Superman."
What are we doing in the background here? Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, let's do the old school just the Bruce Timm what was that art style called? Art Deco. Just the Art Deco buildings.
Oh, for the buildings. Come on, there's no buildings in this movie. They're all destroyed. They're rubble.
Just
Oh, I just realized that on the last fight with Doomsday, like Batman's like, "Oh fuck, what do I do?"
yeah, he's way out of his league, but he was prepared
I
to fight.
know he's like, "Oh."
He was prepared to fight
I
Superman.
didn't. Yeah, I know, but I didn't prep for this. Fuck. Run away! Run away!
You want it like this? Just messed up buildings.
It's good. No, it would be funny. It's like, oh my, oh, you know what? I just realized the other day when I was thinking about this, they just rip off. It's not original. You know the plot for this movie?
Yeah.
They rip off the plot for Superman 4.
Is that the one with the solar-powered alien guy?
Yes, which is Doomsday in this movie.
Right.
Lex Luthor makes him out of his own blood. Remember? Well, mixed with sods now.
Yes.
So it's nuclear. It's nuclear man. It's nuclear man, man.
Oh wait, that's not the logo. I was doing the Michael Keaton Batman logo. My bad.
The new Batman is like fat Batman.
No,
Batman.
it's not this one either.
It's like the Arkham Batman logo.
It's kind of like a diamond, right?
No, that's a Nolan.
No, it's like this, because you got to be able to fit the.
It's like this. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
You got to be able to fit
The
the.
DS.
Okay, let's not have the bat signal in the background.
No, let's put. Oh my God, they have a cave troll. It's a cave troll. I mean, Doomsday. God damn it, there's so many levels I can criticize this movie. Because Doomsday, the way he looks, I mean, they couldn't get that right. Jesus.